Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and here we have yet another Honda Jazz. Remarkably, we've had a virtually identical car traded into us as another Honda Jazz, which is also in Storm Grey. This one is actually very clean and tidy. The bodywork and interior is particularly nice. It has 130,000 miles, but it does come with a pretty vast chunk of paperwork proving all its previous service history and repairs. It looks to have been very well maintained. It has an MOT till April 2026, and actually it's presents very well. We've just taken it for a drive. We've actually had it up on the ramp, and the mechanics here in our own garage have given it once over, so it's done a pre-sales inspection and it is good to go. What we tend to do with the cars is we do this pre-sales inspection. The customer may decide he wants to come and drive it, and when they're happy to take it away, we do a PDI, as a pre-delivery inspection, off it goes. So we get 2 chances to check the car over very thoroughly. It drives ever so nicely, as I mentioned. It has a 1.4 petrol engine and a 5-speed manual gearbox. For those in the know, the Honda Jazz uses a chain-driven engine, so there isn't a cam belt to change on these. And as I mentioned earlier, with all the regular maintenance that's been done on this, I do feel as if the car still has a lot of life, and it certainly drives very nicely, and I think you'll enjoy having that as either perhaps a first car, spare car, or your everyday driver. And with the reliability of these little Honda Jazzes, there's no reason why you couldn't continue to drive this car for many years to come. We quite like Honda Jazzes. We look after a few for local people here in our garage, and all of them are very loyal, and they keep them and they say good things about them. And from a garage point of view, they keep getting serviced and they keep going. So I think this is the reason why the Jazz makes such a popular used car. So I'm going to walk around the car very slowly and point out any imperfections in any bodywork, as if you were here having a look around the car. We'll start with the driver's side front wing. That's all in good order, as is the driver's side door, as is the passenger rear door. The back panel's good. The corner of this bumper looks to have parking sensors, and if you get close, you'll see there's a few marks on top of the bumper, where it's like a lip for loading. Now it also has a tray in here, so under here is the usual carpet, and under here is the spare space saver wheel and wrench. But it does have this load cover in, so if you are going to the garden centre and you're putting some soil and stuff, that's going to save your boot. That's a nice thing to have. Decent sized boot in the Honda Jazz. No, back panel still in nice order. No real serious bodywork issues anywhere on this car, to be honest, and hopefully this walk around video shows you that the car is indeed nice and straight. Very good down the side. The door's in good condition, and in fact fairly minimal stone chips and stuff on the front bonnet if you're getting very close. And of course you're going to see a couple of minor stone chips, but this grey colour does actually mask any little imperfections quite well. And it's the same with the roof. That's all in good order. The tyres are in good order all round. If I get very close on some of the alloy wheels, you'll see, if I get very close, there's a little bit of grazing to the paint. That's probably the case on all of the wheels, but that's pretty kind of common with alloy wheels of the car of a certain age. This one's an SE, which stands for special equipment. And one of the nice features of this car is the ice cold air conditioning. That's a standard feature on this SE car. Let's go inside. They're a clever design. These are very back seats, nice and spacious, but you've got all this space underneath the seats. So actually they fold very flat into the floor and give you an enormous boot space if you need it. So that's a feature of the Honda Jazz. 3 seat belts, a nice contrasting grey trim inside, carpet mats throughout. electric windows, central locking. This car does come with 2 keys. There's a built-in stereo, and you can control it on the steering wheel. Rev counter. If you're quick, you'll get almost half a tank of fuel actually, so that's a nice bonus. The car was driven to us with all that fuel in, so the next owner gets the advantage of that. And everything appears to work, no warning lights, and the car drives ever so nicely. I'm going to pull the bonnet up here. Now, I know I'm only going to be showing you an engine, but we were impressed on how nice and clean everything was over here. So, and a good quality Bosch battery. They're not very big batteries here, but that's a Bosch one, and that's always a good sign of a good owner maintaining a car well, using quality parts. For example, Bridgestone, latest tyres with Bridgestones on the rear. So, a final little walk around the car, showing you the size of the Honda Jazz. We've walked around it slowly together and we've seen that it's in good condition. It does have 130,000 miles on, but with all the regular maintenance it has had, it isn't obvious, and it certainly doesn't drive in a sloppy way. It drives especially well, and as I say, having checked out the car, yes, there is some surface corrosion on suspension parts, which the car, that's what steel underneath will be, but nothing structural. Everything is sound, and the car does drive very nicely. Well folks, that's a 1.4 petrol Honda Jazz from early 2005. Very good condition inside and out, drives especially nicely. It's in stock now. Now we can deliver this car anywhere in the UK. We need your postcode to give you a quote. We can offer a part exchange service. Generally speaking, it's classic cars. We are a classic car dealer, but it may be that you've got another car that you'd like to trade in, and sometimes we can deliver a car and then take your old car away. This may be replacing a car, so we can probably help with that. We do accept classic cars, modern cars, and sometimes motorbikes and like commercials as trade-in. We do our best to facilitate a deal. So thank you for watching today's video on the Honda Jazz. If you'd like any more information, please get in touch through the usual channels. Thanks folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, signing out.